欲しけりゃくれてやる。探せ。この世のすべてをそこに置いてきた。
男たちはグランドラインを目指し夢を追い続ける。世はまさに大海賊時代。
ありつけの夢をかき集め、探し物を探しに行くのさ。ワンピース羅針盤なんて渋滞のもと、熱に浮かされ怪獣を取るのさ。誇りかぶってた宝の地図も確かめたのなら伝説じゃない。個人的な嵐は誰かのファンをリズム乗っかって思い過ごせばいい。ありったけの夢をかき集め、探し物を探しに行くのさ。ポケットの恋、それと You wanna be my friend. We are on the groove. We are
Yo, chat, we're here. Chat, we are here. One Peak Live, 1169, baby. Let's go. We are here, and we brought the intro back as well. We're definitely going to get demonetized. This stream is probably demonetized within the first 2 minutes, but hey, it's worth it, chat. I know you guys have been missing the intro. It's been a while, man. Chat, how we doing? Hope everyone's having a nice morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. Pretty sure it's going to be super early in the morning for you guys. Here, I found some Loki art. We're going to have some Loki art on the screen. I'm actually not able to put the chapter on the screen, obviously. So we're going to have some Loki art. All right. What's going on? End and restart? Wait, restart for what, bro? God bless Stan. How's it going, bro? Dean's Life. God bless, bro. Why should I restart? What happened? All right. All right. Let's put this here, and we're going to get started with the chapter, guys. Hope everyone's doing. Oh, my gosh. Hope everyone is doing good. Chat, how are we doing? How's everyone feeling? You know, we got to get the cut in. Hair is kind of a mess because I got out the shower, right? And I don't feel like putting stuff in my hair because when I end this stream, I'm probably going to sleep. He mentioned the stream was getting demonetized. I don't know, bro. It's probably not worth the trouble to play the intro, end the stream, and then start a new one. You know, that's just too much work. It's better off just having one stream, you know. But chat, how are we doing today? I actually have to get the link to the chapter. Where is the link? Who has the link to the chapter? Of course, the legal link, guys. You guys know we only read the legal chapters. So what we do, we don't read any of that legal stuff. Discord's not even loading. What's going on? Chat, are we still live? What is happening? Are we still live, chat? Eric, God bless, bro. Are we live? Are we live, guys? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Chat, are we live? Or am I talking to nothingness? Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, we are live. Thank you, Abigna. God bless, bro. Eric says we're live, Viswa. God bless, bro. Man, it was just dead silence for a hot minute. I wasn't even sure if we were live or not because Discord wouldn't even open. It was stuck on an infinite loading screen. All right. Chat, where can I get this chapter link? Please, somebody. Whoops. This is so annoying, bro. My laptop's trying to get my phone, trying to use the microphone from my phone. All right. Where is the link? Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's go, baby. I got the chapter. Who's ready? Oh, dude, this color spread is heat. Oh my gosh. Yo, I wish I could put this on screen. Do you guys see the color spread for 1169? Do you guys see this color spread? Bro, why do I look so weird? I look so weird and goofy, man. Also, this forehead looks insane on camera. Yo, this double page color spread. I'm going to have to mute my phone. This double page color spread of the Rocks Pirates is so amazing. I am so mind blown. This is gorgeous. You guys are back with the blade, the saber. He has a pet tiger, Big Mom, Gloriosa, Kaido. Oh, dude, I told you guys when we had the spoilers and it said that we were going to get this color spread, all of them in like black suits or whatever. I was telling you guys this is going to be like volume 6 or volume 9, whichever volume it was, the cover. It's going to be like that, which I mean, it sort of is. You don't have them like on, you know, like a stairway, like a stairwell per se, because you literally wouldn't be able to fit them, but they got the black suits, bro. It's similar aura. You just notice you look goofy just playing, man. You got me there, bro. You got me there, bro. You should get the Edgar cut. Bro, I'm not getting the Edgar cut. That's never happening. All right, chat. Are you guys ready for the chapter? Who's ready to actually talk about the chapter and read the chapter? You guys ready? You guys ready? You guys ready, chat? I think everyone basically missed the intro. I finally got the intro back onto the stream after people were begging for the intro to come back, and then I don't think anyone was even here. Starving Mihawk Boyle. I don't even know what that means. L, God bless, bro. Welcome back, bro. Shouts out to Deans. I'm ready for the chapter. Let's see some Loki peek. Shouts out to the boy Vincent, the young goat. Shouts out to Viswa. Viswa, I hope you're still reading the Bible. I hope you're still reading sacred scripture, bro. I'm in Genesis right now. I'm going to run through the Bible. I'm in Genesis right now. Shout out to that boy Joseph, man. You look like Mako from Legend of Korra, bro. I don't watch. Who even watches Legend of Korra? Are you kidding me? L, I didn't know you swing that way. Bro, there's only one kind of person that watches that or has watched that. All right, who's ready to read the chapter? You guys ready? You guys ready? 1169? Who's ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready, ready. I'm ready. Let's get it going. One Peak 1169. Let's get it going. Chapter 1169. I have to die now. 14 years ago, Gabon's house, Realm of the Sun, Elbaf. Which, by the way, I hope Oda adds more lore. I hope he has a use for this section of Elbaf. You have this whole concept that Elbaf is deeply tied into Nika. There's some type of relationship between Elbaf and Joy Boy, Elbaf and Nika. Knowing that Nika is the personification, if I may, of the sun, it's very interesting that Elbaf simultaneously has a sun realm. So, chat, does anyone here have theories about the realm of the sun? Is this where Joy Boy once was? Is this where Nika once was? Is this where they kept the Nika fruit? Does anyone have any theories about the Sun Realm? I think there might be something important about the Sun Realm. Maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't even have to be that like Joy Boy won a battle here or something. Maybe it could just be that the Sun Realm is meant to parallel something about Nika and or the Ancient Kingdom. Maybe it's something like that. It doesn't even need to be a situation where the Nika fruit was born here, you know? No, I'm not. I'm so sorry. I'll explain in WhatsApp. God bless you, bro. Don't worry, man. You need to make videos again. God bless BPR. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to my boy L, aka Quasi Duck. I think you should just go with Quasi. All right, anyways, let's continue. What? Captain Roger has a son? Seems like it. Garp told me about him the last time we crossed paths. The kid's done well to stay out of the Navy's clutches. Wow, so I basically have a little brother out there. True. You and Buggy were always like our sons. Who knows? With Captain Roger's blood flowing through him, the kid might just become the pirate king of this new era. Wait, guys, I'm confused. We know in pre-time skip, Ace ran into Shanks. Do you guys remember that? We saw in pre-time skip that Ace ran into Shanks. I don't even know if it's necessarily the case because I don't really remember. I don't remember if it's the case that Ace and Shanks ran into each other during pre-time skip or if pre-time skip gave us a flashback of Ace and Shanks running into each other. You guys remember that? So here's my thing. Shanks is being told 14 years ago that Roger has a son. So did he not realize that Ace was his son when they met? I mean, to be fair, it's kind of like if you see somebody, how would you automatically assume that they're the son of your former captain, you know? Shanks probably meets so many people all the time. Why would he assume one by one, are you my son's? Are you my captain's son? Are you my captain's son? Are you my captain's son? You know, he's not going to go and accuse every single person he meets of that. But then again, would he recognize Ace looking like Roger? I mean, if you look at Roger the past 10, 15 chapters, bro looks like Ace. Any thoughts on this, guys? God bless you, Han. Welcome back, man. Bro, a mighty duck. Yes, on a winter island. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ace had an interaction with both Shanks and Buggy. Yeah. Shanks considered Ace his brother because he was aware. I actually do not remember that at all. Can you find me the chapter? All right, let's continue. You know the title's not hereditary, right? Besides, most burdened with high expectations fail. Besides, most burdened... I said worded so weird. Besides, most burdened with high expectations fail to reach the top. Is that so? I think things are most interesting that way. Wahahaha. All right. Meanwhile, Orist Castle Elbaf. Oh, gaga. Ooh, it's Loki. Prince Loki. He's returned. Elder Yarul just arrived too. Okay, Orist Castle. You have a floating ship on the side of the castle. Foyer of the audience chamber. Is this supposed to be like a parallel of Marijoa, by the way? You have like the gates and stuff. Your Majesty, why did you do that? He was just training you as ordered. Why did I cut down that soldier? What am I? My body. It's moving on its own. Is it because of those orders? I'm simply forced to snuff out anyone in my way. Mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. Yo, Emu is the devil, man. Chat, Emu really is the devil. Emu really is the devil. There's no chapter, but I think that with his hockey, he knew it was Roger's son. Bro, I don't know if hockey can give us the answers for that type of stuff. I've seen people use that kind of line of reasoning in like other disconnected, unrelated conversations. I don't know about all that. But so more importantly, that scene of Ace and Shanks meeting, is that anime only? Is that what you're saying? Ace and Shanks meeting is anime only? I never realized that. That's not in the manga? It's crazy. A different form of possession shown by Emu. Chat, I can't speak English when it's late at night. I think that's my problem. Can't read or speak English. Could it really be impossible to disobey? Is it messing with my thoughts too? Will this last forever? Well, you literally went to them. Which, by the way, Harold has a Wario mustache. Has anyone noticed that? Harold literally looks like Wario. Look up Wario, right? Type in Wario. Look at his mustache. That's literally like Harold's mustache. Bro has a Wario mustache. Anyways, Harold, you sold your soul to the devil. You literally went to Satan and you said, "Oh, I'll be a slave. I'll do anything. I'll be a slave." Okay, well, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Maybe you shouldn't offer to be a slave to anyone except the true God. Be his servant. Instead, you want to be a servant to the world government? You literally want to be a servant to political figures? You want to be a slave to political figures? That's who you want to be a slave to. What did Saint John Chrysostom say? You who serve the world, listen to me. You are not children of God, but children of damnation. You have sold your soul to the devil. Now you got to reap what you sow, basically. You who are of this world, or you who serve this world, listen to me. You are not children of God, but children of damnation. Might be in Ace's storybook. Yo, I read that a while back. Off the top of my head, I don't think it is, but maybe it is. All right, let's continue. We're barely on like page 6. Then the country will suffer as long as I live. This body of mine is a walking hazard. It'll be for nothing. It'll all be for nothing. The last 144 years of my life. You men, kill me now. Huh? As if I'd ever let Elbaf be enslaved. Hurry, before I'm completely taken over. Your Majesty, what are you saying? Old man, I'm back. What the hell are you doing? Harold, it can't be. I really am immortal. I'm regenerating. Stop this. All of you, run. Oh, dude, is he about to chop like 12 people in half with a swing? Dude, Harold's about to swing the sword and chop like 12 different guys, 13 different soldiers in half. Which, by the way, if Harold is immortal, but we know he died, how does that work? Is there a loophole to his immortality? Is there a loophole to his regeneration? Like, he's immortal, but not immortal. Are they going to show us how to kill someone that has the mark of the beast? Because clearly Harold dies, right? Maybe his body was incinerated. Yo, they put him in an incinerator, dude. How am I supposed to die now? Someone help me. Okay, he hits like 12 soldiers. Loki screaming. Loki, how do you even see? Like, does Loki have to use observation hockey at like all times to see through the bandage? Bro's like permanently blindfolded, but yet he can see. Chat, I really don't like going live at this time, man. If I go live any sooner, it's going to be very early in the morning US. Have we seen a devil fruit? What do you mean, have we seen a devil fruit? No, they have hit him with enough lightning to burn every cell in his body. That's how you think they killed him? You just hit him with enough electricity that all his cells just melted. Why did I say met? All his cells met. All of his cells melt. I'll cut to the chase. Harold and I were both bound by the most shallow pact of the Holy Land to serve the individual they call the Great One. Oh, Shanks knows about Emu. That just occurred to me. Shanks knows about Emu. That just occurred to me. The Holy Knights know about Emu, right? That's already pre-established, and Shanks was a Holy Knight. How come I never considered that Shanks knows Emu? Vincent, how have I not considered that by now? We were literally talking about how Shanks was a Holy Knight. Well, the Holy Knights know Emu, the Great One. But I never made mention that, okay, well then that necessarily means Shanks knows Emu, right? If Holy Knights know Emu and Shanks is a Holy Knight, then therefore Shanks knows Emu. I didn't even think about that. He descends from Emu? I don't know about all that. Wasn't Shanks found on God Valley, which was not even sanctioned by the world government? Is Shanks from God Valley? Can we say that much? Or is that like an assumption? How are you going to say he descends from Emu as a D? This is just the shallow sea covenant contract, mind you. But even then, when we were in range, we can't defy their orders. That's a curious power. Yeah, it meant we could only talk more plainly when we were away from the Holy Land. I knew it. You're from the Red Hair Pirates, aren't you? Well, yeah, that's literally his crew, dude. Hey, Red Hair, are you from the Red Hair Pirates? Yeah, that's my crew, dude. That's why they're called the Red Hair Pirates. Yo, Harold is like one of those, like, you know, like the stereotype of like the really big dude that's like slow. Is that Harold? Harold's a slow boy, chat. Harold's a slow boy. Where my slow boys at in chat? Where my slow boys at? Where my fast boys at? I know Elle is a slow boy. Johan's a fast boy. Vincent, he might be... He's a little bit more towards the fast boy side. But L, slow boy. Smokey might be slow boy. He's Jon Snow. I never made it past season 3 of Game of Thrones. So the legend, God bless Jordan. Welcome back. The legendary Elbaf fruit negates Emu's ability. So Shanks wasn't pretending he was forced to say all that. Say all what? Harold would probably be happy to join the Knights of God if it helped Elbaf's membership bid. But if he agrees, he'd have to enter into a deeper covenant. Is that a problem? The covenant of a full knight blesses them with inhuman strength and immortality. They're also granted the ability to travel vast distances by means of an abyss pentagram. In exchange, the Great One's voice can reach them anywhere, so disobedience becomes totally impossible even if you're far away. Okay, so now we're actually getting the full complexity, the full lore as to the different degrees of the abyss pentagram. Chat, remember how like months ago we were hypothesizing, are there different levels to the Holy Knights? Are there different levels to the marks, the abyss pentagrams? Shanks is explaining it right here. It's actually, I actually really enjoy how we're getting this explanation. We're being told the different tiers of this new mechanic in the One Piece world that's specifically tied to Emu. But what makes it even better, in my opinion, is that it's Shanks of all people explaining this to us. He acted like the knight Arthur, for he planted his sword like him to sacrifice himself. Wait, what are you talking about? You talking about Harold? Harold would be fully under their thumb if he enters into that deeper covenant. Those guys have a boundless appetite for greed. I can't see them just honoring their word. I really don't think Harold should join. What the? Knock it off, old man. What the hell is even going on here? How are you even breathing after all those stab wounds? Why are you trying to kill us? And where is all this strength coming from? What happened to you, Harold? Come back to your senses. All guards, report to the throne room, now! He's gone mad. The king, we have to stop him. Did a fight break out? I bet Loki's up to no good again. Hurry, we must go aid our king. Okay? Explain yourself, Harold. What happened? Okay, notice here, chat. Yah Rule is with Loki when this is going on. Yah Rule is with Loki as this is going on. But yet, we have Yah Rule pointing fingers at Loki, do we not? Is that not the situation? Vincent, clarify this for me. The whole rest of the chat is just yapping about other stuff. I want you to answer this, Vincent. I know you're following along. Why, like, if I'm not mistaken, present day Yah Rule, is he not pointing fingers at Loki? That begs the question, why are you doing that if you were with Loki as the whole Harold situation went down? Is it the case that something happens right now, something happens next chapter or whatever, something is going to happen that disconnects Yah Rule from the full narrative? Is that why? Something happens, Yah Rule doesn't get the full explanation. He doesn't see the full picture. He doesn't see the full story. So then he begins to blame Loki. Because if I'm not mistaken, Yah Rule is not on Loki's side present day. I'm not talking about flashback. What we're seeing right now, Yah Rule and Loki holding down Harold. I'm talking about present day Yah Rule. What do you think, Vincent? Explain yourself, Harold. What happened? Huff, huff. Elder Yah Rule, what I've done is unforgivable. Huh? My sanity is slipping beyond my control. Please, listen to me, Loki. Tell the people of Elbaf what happened here. Tell them about the guards I slayed. Let it be known that I've repeatedly stained my hands, trying to make Elbaf a member nation. Oh, man, Harold, you really went down bad, dude. This is why you don't do deals with the devil. Yah Rule doesn't accuse Loki. If anything, current day Yah Rule has memory issues, as he currently thinks Loki wanted to kill Harold to become the sun god and is empathetic towards Loki. That literally sounds like he's accusing Loki. Yah Rule doesn't accuse Loki. Instead, Yah Rule says Loki wanted to kill Harold and become the sun god. How are you going to say he's not blaming Loki and then you proceed to explain how he's blaming Loki? Even if it has to do with memory issues, okay, cool. Like, that's an answer. That he's still accusing Loki, though, whether it's like memory issues or it's not. I guess that could be one option, you know. If Yah Rule's witnessing a lot of this context firsthand, the only reason he would begin to accuse Loki is because, or one of the reasons could be memory loss. Spread the word about how I was tricked and ended up in this miserable state. They wanted me to enslave our people as warriors for the government. Okay, but Harold, you went to them and you said, I will be a slave for you. Do you not realize that you are the king of this nation? Do you not realize how this works? You're the king of a nation. You're supposed to be the leader. If you are a slave to somebody, then that necessarily means the people that are your slaves, the people that are your servants, are going to then be under the jurisdiction of your master. What did he think was going to happen? How stupid is this guy, chat? How dumb is Harold? And I wanted to stick up for him. I really did, bro. I was literally telling you guys, like 2 months ago. Yo, Harold, one of the best characters. Harold is one of the best characters. Awesome guy. He has good intentions. But over time, he just went full retard. He went full tard. Chat, never go full tard. You could go half tard, quarter tard. Bro, you could go third tard. Never go full tard like Harold. You are the king of a nation. You then go to somebody and say, hey, I'm a king. I want to be your slave. Okay, so your servants and your slaves are then going to be the slaves of your master. You do realize that, right? You do realize that, right? So now look at him modern day. He's crying. Oh, spread the word about how I was tricked. Wait, was it really you being tricked, though? Was it really you being tricked? You literally went to someone and said you wanted to be their slave. Oh, no, someone's enslaving me. I told them I will be their slave. How dare they enslave me? What? It's exactly Vincent. It's exactly it. That's exactly it. Chat, he said slave. Oh my gosh. People of Elbaf. Loki, Yarul. I'm so sad. I'm being enslaved by someone I told that I'd be a slave to. Can you believe this? I told someone I'll gladly be their slave, and now I'm enslaved. Now my servants are slaves to my master too. That my master wants my servants to be their servants. Bro, basic math, dude. This guy, Harold, is a brainlet. Actual smooth brain. We're all a slave to something. That is so true. But see, that's why households, families, women, homes need a proper leader. They need a proper man. Because if the man is going to be a slave to something, what do you think is going to happen to the hierarchy? What do you think is going to happen to the home, to the kingdom? It's going to fall apart. Returning to the fact that Emu is linked to the cow, how is Emu linked to a cow? I think it's partly due to his satanic side and partly a play on the words of the Milky Way. Furthermore, if Emu is the cow, it's the Minotaur. Oh, so you think like that one Minotaur in Impel Down's like foreshadowing? I am not a slave to DOA. I'm a glad, happy servant and slave to Christ. Okay, let's continue. What do you mean? How are you tricked? They never intended to honor my terms from the very start. Huh? My king. Elder Yarul, Loki must be the one to eat Elbaf's secret treasure. Please see to it. What? No one else can beat me with these godly powers. It was never my dream to see Elbaf subjugated by the world government. I am the worst king in the history of Elbaf. I actually, see chat, I feel bad for Harold. Like, I have sympathy for this smooth brain. Like, I really do think Harold has good intentions. Like, I really do believe that. Like, I don't think Harold is evil. I don't think he wants people to suffer. I don't think he's greedy. Like, I think Harold has a good heart. But he's just so stupid. He's just so dumb. It seems to be like this reoccurring pattern. There seems to be this reoccurring pattern, this like theme where the people that are like hyper intelligent, they fall to the evil side. And then the brainlets are the ones that fall to the good side. Like the dumber you are, the gooder you are. The smarter you are, the more evil you are. At least in One Piece. You know what I mean? Chat, you guys get what I'm saying? Am I cooking? Right thing to do, wrong person to ask for help. Yeah, there's literally no worse option. Bro, think about it. Us as readers, right? Us as readers. There is literally no worse option than going to the world government, going to Emu, saying you would be their slave. There's literally no worse option. That is the worst possible person. In my opinion, you shouldn't go to anyone and offer to be their slave. But then again, like, you know, you could be a servant. You could be a servant to a lord of someone that's good. You know, someone could be a servant to Luffy. Luffy would do right by them. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You must kill me and take the throne, Loki. Let Elbaf know what a disgrace of a king I was. Kill me and elevate yourself as a hero. Where is Hiruden in all this? Wouldn't elevate yourself as a hero? Okay, well, maybe that doesn't necessarily mean that he wants Loki to take the throne. Guys, do you think Harold wanted Loki to take the throne? Or do you guys think it's only about, oh, Loki, he's going to eat the fruit and be strong enough to kill me. He's going to be a hero. Kill me and be a hero. And it's not necessarily the same thing as becoming the new king of Elbaf. Like, do you guys think Harold wants Hiruden to be the king of Elbaf or Loki? I don't care about how I'm remembered. That's not important. The only thing that matters is securing Elbaf's future. Don't you see? You'd go that far. I'm counting on you, Loki. You're the only one who can make things right. Oh, man, this arc is getting pretty hype, though. This flashback. Ooh. Yo, Oda, you're really keeping us on the hook. You're keeping us hooked. All right, Harold's fighting still. Yeah. Okay, he's attacking people. There's a criminal roaming the castle. Sire, seal the chamber doors. Right away, Your Majesty. Yeah, so all these dead bodies, all these, like, all this destruction is because of Harold. Which, by the way, do you guys remember many months ago, we saw, like, that big gash in the throne room of Orest Castle? Do you guys remember all the theories people had about that? Aren't we about to get the answer to that right now? You guys remember? Like, before the flashback started, we see the throne, we see, like, the Orest Castle, the inside, and there's, like, a big cut, like, above the chair or something. What have you done? You're not the King Harold I knew. Indeed, that Harold is gone. I am now the Great One's vessel. Crack, crack. Dude, that looks so creepy. Like, the way his head's, like, turned, it's, like, tilted. You can't really see his eyes. It's regenerating. None of you will be allowed to escape. The truth of what happened here will die with you. Yeah, that's an emu thing to do. Everybody, run! Crushing heads. I shall deliver this country into the hands of Lord Mu. Loki, hurry! Dang it, why do I have to eat this devil fruit? Doesn't that mean I'm giving up the ability to ever swim? It's like Buggy and Luffy here. And why is the old man suddenly acting like he has a totally different personality? You won't be eating it, Loki. That fruit is mine. You just told me to eat it, remember? Yeah, that's Mu taking over. So Mu wants that fruit. Emu wants the fruit. Legendary fruit of Elbaf. Loki might be the best flashback in One Piece. This flashback included Zebek and the Rocks Pirates and all that, right? God Valley. This might be one of the greatest flashbacks in One Piece. I mean, we literally got Zebek in this flashback. How many years have fans been begging for Roxy Zebek? How many years have we seen fans crying, I want God Valley, I want God Valley, I want God Valley. Well, guess what? This flashback delivered God Valley. And as we argued before, in Egghead, we had a lot of the lore given to us of God Valley. So even going into Elbaf, people crying about God Valley, I made a point to address that. People, what they're really just asking for is the final battle of God Valley. You have everything else. We know who was on God Valley. We know how it began. Like, I think we knew how it ended as well. People just wanted to see the battle. Well, guess what? This flashback is the Battle of God Valley. But I digress. Let's continue. You can't eat it, Harold. It would be the end of the world. Hurry, Loki. No matter what happens, we can't let him lay hands on it. Oh, Harold and Yarul. Oh, dude, Harold threw the sword through Yarul's head. Yarul just had a sword right through his skull. Vincent, imagine that sword going right through your skull, dude. Imagine the rest of your life. Eric, for the rest of your life, you have a sword in your skull, dude. Every time you take a shower, you gotta like wash your face around the sword. Oh, you know what? Maybe him getting... Wait, who said earlier that Yarul probably lost memories? That actually makes sense. If he had a sword go through his brain, maybe that like ruined his memory of what happened today. How does Yarul sleep? He has to sleep on his side. Yeah, Yarul has to sleep on his side because it's going like this, right? It's like protruding this way. It's like this way, right? So he has to sleep on his side. Yes, because if you remember before the flashback, the sword is still in his head. Yeah, he still has it in his head, yeah. I am afraid I must return the legendary sword you gave me long ago. Wait, what's he referring to? I'm afraid I must return the legendary sword you gave me long ago. I need to eat the fruit and take up Ragnir. I won't let you. I won't let you. Wait, what is he? Is that Emu talking? I'm pretty sure that's Emu talking because of the font. I'm afraid I must return the legendary sword you gave me long ago. Is he saying that because he threw it at Yarul? But my thing is like, how does Emu know that? Does Emu have Harold's memories? If Emu, right, is saying, hey, I'm returning the sword you gave me long ago by throwing it in your skull. Haha, I'm returning it to you. What a funny joke. How does Emu know that Yarul gave Harold the sword? Does Emu have the memories of Harold now? Like if Emu takes possession of someone, he gets all their memories. That's actually very dangerous. You know how much information you can extract by stealing someone's memories? You steal their whole brain, you pretty much know everything they know. All right, we see Scopper Gabon and Shanks. They come in. Dude, Shanks is so tiny compared to Harold. This is insane. Shanks is like the size of Harold's toe. Emu is Krampus. Joy Boy is Santa Claus. Emu's cold storage is reminiscent of Drum Island. Emu Sarait il le petre. No, I don't know what that last part means. Emu Sarait il le petre Noel. I don't know what that means. Krampus. I haven't looked into Krampus, dude. I only know Krampus from like Binding of Isaac. This confirms Shanks knows the truth about Loki and Harold, and he still did nothing about it. Yeah, Shanks stocks down. All right, Shanks and Gabon. Gabon, is that you? Oh, Yarul is still alive. Gwa, Yarul, what happened to you? Don't worry, my helmet saved me. Wait, so it's not through his brain, it's through his helmet? Why is the helmet saving him? Is the sword not through his skull? Please stop, Harold. You can't let him catch Loki. No matter how you slice it, we've landed ourselves in a real pinch. Harold, open your eyes. Look at what you're doing. Hey, Shanks, this immortality thing isn't half bad. I truly feel superior now. Dang it, is there really no way to free him from having to follow these orders? Huff, huff. This is, clank, clank, the forbidden devil fruit passed down within Elbaf? Gurk, 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 gurk. What is that sound effect supposed to be? Gurk, 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 gurk. Wow, what is this thing? A surprise attack? Guys, if you look at the top if you look at the last page, right, where we see the treasure chest and Ragnir is behind the chest, Ragnir is already shaking at that point. Ragnir is shaking, and then like the 2 panels later, Ragnir comes flying at Loki. But that's the chapter. It's the chapter. Who else is tired, chat? You guys tired? Emu is also linked to Saturnalia, the festive celebrated before Christmas, almost pagan. Since Saturn is linked to time, Emu can control time, such as the seasons, hours, and centuries. Emu controlling time is pretty nuts. Is that through black magic or what? Poltergeist or living magic hammer? It might be the case that Ragnir has a Zoan fruit. Just saying. I mean, you literally have a teapot in Wano that ate a raccoon devil fruit. It's literally a teapot that consumed raccoon devil fruit. You got a raccoon teapot. Ragnir is Mjolnir. Loki is Loki and Thor combined. Yeah. I think we kind of had those thoughts for a while. The helmet keep the sword all the way to the back of his head. He takes over his will because Rox told Whitebeard he was in his way at God Valley. Could the hammer have a mythical Thor Zoan or ain't no way? I mean, it's possible. Why would it not be possible? I don't see why it's not possible. Again, we literally have CP9 Spandam. His sword has an elephant devil fruit. In Wano, you literally have a teapot that consumed a raccoon devil fruit. Multiple instances in One Piece, objects have consumed fruits. Even this arc, Shamrock's sword has the Cerberus devil fruit. So multiple instances in One Piece, we see items, objects consuming fruits. So if you're going to ask me, oh, well, could the hammer have a mythical Zoan fruit? Well, why not? I don't see why it can't. What would be the counter argument to it? But a more pressing question, Deans, it's not the pressing question isn't can Ragnir have a Zoan or any fruit really. The real pressing question is, does it have a fruit? Because Ragnir having the ability to have the fruit doesn't tell us if it does have the fruit. I have the ability to have $1 billion, but does that mean I have $1 billion? Thunderbird Zoan because it flies? I don't know. I mean, it could be leaping. I feel like that's a bit more abstract. That's a bit more that's more of a guess. What if Chopper ate a reindeer devil fruit instead of the Hito no Mi? Why would that allow him to interact with humans? Because we know that his species, they don't talk to humans. Also, we see this human change in Chopper. Like, what sets human beings apart from the animal kingdom, other creatures, is that we have logisticon. We have rationality. We have reason. A dog cannot reason through really anything aside from, do you want this toy or that toy? Do you want this snack or that snack? What if Ragnir is actually an ancient weapon? I'm curious as to which ancient weapon it would be. I mean, I'm convinced that Poseidon is in Fishman Island. It's Shirahoshi. Pluton is underneath Wano, and I'm pretty sure that Uranus is what destroyed Lelucia. But I mean, I could be wrong. Just because I feel that way doesn't mean it's true. I would have to see argumentation as to why the thing that destroyed Lucia is not an ancient weapon. Then I would also need to see the argumentation for Ragnir being Uranus or another ancient weapon. If I guess someone could try, maybe someone out there could formulate a reason as to why like Ragnir is actually Poseidon. I mean, I doubt someone would be able to prove that, but who knows? Don't forget, Odin's sword chooses its owner. What if that's the case with Ragnir? It could be. Could be, man. Don't really know. All we can do is guess, you know. I mean, that's what theories is. That's what theorizing is. It's guessing. It's an educated guess, but it's still guessing, right? Because if we weren't guessing, then it wouldn't be a theory. Like if we said something that's confirmed, if we said something that's canon, why is that a theory? Oh, wait, it's not a theory. We're just stating the obvious. We're just stating something confirmed. But if we have to take a leap of faith, if we have to make presumptions and take a stab at something, then, I mean, we're really just guessing. Could it be a magical weapon? Emu seems to have been using magic too. Yeah, it could be a magical weapon. And you're right, Emu has been using magical weapons. Emu pulled out a gun and a dagger. Yo, Emu really pulled out the lesser keys of Solomon and just started doing some Kabbalah, dude. Ragnir's power is the friendship we gain along the way. That is gay. The same Thor NL's attack was named after. I've wondered how NL had the knowledge of Thor. Yeah, that's a good question, because I would like to think that these people in the One Piece world, they say things and do things based off of what they know. So if we're thinking about NL quoting Thor, it's like, well, wait, where did you get that from? You know, it's the same kind of thing to how we were talking about on the last stream. There were kids in Elbaf who had nightmares. They had terrors of Jormungandr. Remember we were talking about this last stream? Well, then that calls into question the idea, the concept, the belief, the deity of Jormungandr exists in One Piece. Because we saw an angry lady manifested. Okay, but that's because they were afraid of angry ladies. We saw a ghost manifested. Okay, but that's because they believe in ghosts. So does Thor exist in the One Piece universe? Or at least as a belief, like an idea. Maybe there wasn't necessarily a person that was Thor, but maybe that the idea of Thor, at least the idea of Thor exists in the One Piece world. At least the idea of Jormungandr exists in the One Piece world. See, we have to make these distinctions. We don't want to take all these leaps of faith. Because someone could say, does Thor exist in the One Piece world? But what do you mean exists? What do you mean by exist? When you say, do you believe in God? What do you mean by believe? And what do you mean by God? I gotta hit you guys with the Jordan Peterson. Like, what do you mean by does Thor exist in the One Piece world? What does that mean? It could mean that people have this concept of Thor in the One Piece world, but there was never a character named Thor. Like, there was never a dude walking around named Thor. Maybe they had like this idea, they have like this belief that like there's a deity, there's a god that controls lightning. And then they came up with the name Thor. Like, there's so many different ways. It doesn't have to be like, oh, well, hey, do you think Thor exists in the One Piece world? Oh, you do? Okay, cool. So there must have been a guy running around in the Void Century named Thor. Doesn't have to be that way. Does that make sense, guys? Are you guys following along? One Piece CCG, God bless, brother. Lucas, God bless, brother. Crocox, God bless, brother. Big question for you. What is in Kuma's Bible? I think it tells the history of the world, dude. I think it ties into Nika. I think it ties into the sun god. I think it might even tie into Joy Boy and stuff like that. You got to remember, Kuma's the same character in One Piece that's a pastor of a church praying to crosses, healing people on Sundays. Like, can it get any more obvious? Like, didn't Oda literally go out of his way to say Sunday? When do you ever see like things in One Piece like, oh, it's Monday, like on Tuesday Luffy punched Lucci? Like, if I'm not mistaken, Oda went out of his way for the Sunday thing. Like, I hope I'm not like hallucinating this, but I'm pretty sure that was stated. Can anyone confirm when Kuma was a pastor, did it not say that he only heals people on Sundays? Because if that's true, it's like, Oda, why are you going so far out of your way for this? Unless you really want to tie the connection between One Piece and Christian themes. Like, seriously, we didn't have like, oh, on Wednesday, the Straw Hats need to go to, I don't know, Onigashima. This is the final chapter of the year. What the chapter of the year? What do you mean, what the chapter of the year? What does that mean? This is the final chapter of the year. What's the chapter of the year? What does that mean? Wicca is almost Nika. What do you mean by Wicca? Like the religion thing? Who's your most random Oda-like choice for the Devil Fruit Thief? NL could be a random one. Maybe his Devil Fruit power is up Ragnar. Who's your most random Oda-like choice for the Devil Fruit Thief? What do you mean by the Devil Fruit Thief? I think Loki eats his fruit. That's why everyone blames Loki. That's why these guys fought Loki and chained him to a tree. I'm pretty sure they know if he has a fruit or not. Yeah, they mentioned sorbet, or they mentioned Sundays only for Kuma to heal sorbet old folk. Yeah, exactly. So Oda went out of his way talking about like days of the week, which you don't see very often in One Piece. For the sake of what? To show that Kuma relates to Christianity. Kuma, the One Piece narrative, receives traits from the Christian faith. So the whole point that I brought this up is we have people like Crocox asking what's in the Kuma Bible. I think the Kuma Bible is going to have lore about Joy Boy, Nika, because remember, Kuma worships Nika, right? He glorifies Nika because of his father, passed down through the D clan, passed down through Buccaneers. Yeah, and I think this is going to be at the heart of the story. Oda probably read the Bible at some point. Favorite chapter of the year for you? This is your favorite chapter? I don't know what my favorite chapter of the year is. I would have to like speed run through all the chapters to refresh my mind. 1138 might be one of the good ones. I mean, 1138, we could always go back to it. You know, we could always go back and read 1138. All right, chat. I'm getting sleepy here. Did you notice that the body that Imu possessed is different to one another? Gonko can summon guns. Herald Saturn becomes a black entity, while Herald becomes physically stronger. I'm pretty sure all of them become physically stronger, and I think Gonko using the magic book, I don't think that's limited to Gonko. I'd imagine that Imu could use that with Herald as well if Imu wanted to, and Saturn as well. Do I have proof of this? Do I have evidence of this? No, probably not. I can't prove it, but I don't see why it would be limited to that person only. But I would say definitely that Imu possessing people makes all of them substantially stronger. As far as black entity, I think that's just like artist depiction. That's just creative liberty on Oda, just showing like, ooh, Imu's possessing this guy. I don't know if it's like an actual like substantial difference between different people he possesses. Does that make sense? Legendary Devil Fruit user got beat by noobs, but it was required to kill Herald, whom the noobs couldn't kill. Wait. Legendary Devil Fruit user got beat by noobs. You're referring to Loki, right? Legendary Devil Fruit user got beat by noobs, but it was required to kill Herald, whom the noobs couldn't kill. Oh, yeah, that's actually kind of funny.
What the hell?
Wait a second. Maybe the narrative isn't going to be that straightforward, Abigna, because that actually seems kind of stupid. Hey, Loki, you got to eat the devil fruit. Eat the legendary devil fruit. No, none of these guys can take me down. Loki, eat the devil fruit to take me down, please. Okay, Loki eats the devil fruit, takes down Herald, but then those same people take Loki down. Wait, that's actually hilarious. Abigna, how did you think of that? How did that cross your mind? That's actually so inconsistent. I think, though, like, I don't know if this is me coping or me being an Oda angel or something. I think the narrative probably won't be that straightforward. Maybe that's me coping. I don't know. That is funny though, Abigna. We should start spamming this just to piss off One Piece fans that have to defend everything. Legendary Devil Fruit user got beat by noobs, but it was required to kill Herald, whom the noobs couldn't kill. Maybe Loki didn't want to kill them, so they defeated him because Loki was fighting without killing. Dude, Loki of all people? Hasn't Loki already killed people? Remember, Loki used to terrorize Elbaf, dude. Yo, Loki was a demon, man. Loki was a demon back in the day. That boy Loki was on demon time. There's nuance to it. Shanks doesn't want to kill Herald, and Shanks takes down Loki 8 years later when Shanks is stronger. Is Blackbeard as strong as rocks, or he's a fraud without the devil fruit? I mean, I don't... That's hard to say. I mean, even if Blackbeard right now isn't as strong as rocks, that's not to say he won't eventually be stronger than rocks. That's one thing. Second thing, it is kind of funny that, like, Blackbeard was sweating bullets fighting Law. Don't forget that. Law was... Oh, who did Law have? Beppo? Oh, whoop-de-doo. Law had Beppo. But wait a second. Blackbeard had Van Augur. Who else? He had like 4 people with him. I don't remember the specifics. Blackbeard had like 4 of his people, 4 of his crew, 4 of his men with him. Yet Blackbeard was still bleeding, sweating bullets to Law. So I don't know, how high are we going to scale Law very high, or are we going to downscale Blackbeard, or both? Bigna asks, what is your bingo card 2026? I should actually do that because I had a bingo card of 2025. I made a bingo card at the beginning of the year. Oh my gosh, it's been a year already. That's insane. You guys see this? This is my 2025 bingo card. Here's my 2025 bingo card. I tweeted this on January 1st, by the way. You see this? January 1, 2025. I predict 7 of them will be answered by the end of the year. I made a template for you guys to use in the replies below. And then I deleted the template. Oh my gosh. Roxy's of X face. We got that. Emo's face, no. Joy Boy's face, no. Nika's face. No. Uranus exactly, no. Why Blackbeard has 2 fruits, no. Dragon's Devil Fruit, no. Garling's power system. What did I mean by that? Garling's power system. Is that a yes, chat? The Abyss pentagrams, yes. Ghostly's power system. Then yeah, technically yes. So 1, 2, 3. How devil fruits are made, no. 3-Eyed Tribe origin, no. Emerald City location, no. Zoroaster, no. NL Returns, no. Will of D, no. What exactly Strive Marijuan, no. Luffy's Dream, no. Kuzan joining Blackbeard, no. What crime did Zanisha commit, no. Joy Boy's race. Wait, Joy Boy's a Buccaneer? Is that confirmed? God bless Mario. How you doing, man? Chad, do we have Joy Boy's race? Or does that not count? I don't think it counts. What is Pluton exactly? No. What was the Aegon Martyr ship? No. Why is it called Marijoa? No. What exactly is being stopped? Okay, so how many did I get? Like 4? 1, 2, 3. I got 3 out of 7. Chat, we got 3 out of 7 for our 2025 bingo card. You guys want to do a 2026 bingo card? We'll make a stream for it. How about that? We'll have a stream. Maybe it'll be on New Year's, like a New Year's stream. We'll have a stream together, guys, and we make a bingo card together. How about that? What do you guys think? We on stream will make a 2026 bingo card and we'll tweet it out. We'll post it in the beginning of the year. We'll post it on January 1st, 2026. A One Piece 2026 bingo card. You guys down? Shout out to Viswa for this idea. I forgot I even had a bingo card. Abigna or Viswa. Viswa, if you didn't ask me this, I would have totally forgot about it. Shout out to Viswa, guys. If you're a pagan, then yes, I'm judging you, Johan. Yo, come on, man. All right, chat. I'm getting sleepy. How about you guys? You guys want to wrap this up here in a few minutes? Any final comments, questions, theories, concerns? Make it known now, guys. Any final comments, questions, theories, concerns? Make it known now, guys. We're going into a break this week, right? Can you guys confirm break this week? Sag? We're going to have to do open mic or something, guys. We're going to have to do some debate streams. And we're going to have to hope L is man enough to come into the stream. Drink a Red Bull? I'm not drinking a Red Bull at this time. Bro keeps getting his Indians confused. So true, man. Shout out to all my Indians in chat. Shout out to my Indians. Shout out to my Hindus, bro. I'm not drinking caffeine at this time, brother. I already had a Monster earlier. Tired, but I have 6 more hours of work. Oh man, Deans, bro. I hope you speed run through it, man. God bless your soul, dude. You gotta find something interesting to watch or listen to. Just find like something that you could learn from, you know? Find like a podcast or something that'll actually like teach you things. Hey, listen to the Bible audio form. Out of all the known islands that were in the anime, where would you like to live as a non-pirate? Is it like post-Luffy? Is it like post-Liberation? Because Dressrosa would seem nice. Dressrosa and Water 7, they seem very nice. Like if it's not having tyrannical leadership, then that's pretty cool. Like if Doflamingo's not running Dressrosa, I wouldn't mind Dressrosa. Skypiea seems pretty cool if NL's not there. I don't know. The first places that come to my mind is Dressrosa and Water 7. I think those places would be pretty cool. I'm reaching like Wemby, but could Loki weapon be an ancient Clobotomy? That's like one of those super tinfoil theories. I don't think Oda even remembers Clobotoman, man. Oda probably forgot that he even Oda forgot he even put Clobotoman in One Piece. You drink White Monster because it's cool. I drink it because I have the black one in my Yo, Abigna, shut your goofy. Loki, I want King J in VC2. Nah, bro. Everyone's too scared to hop in VC. You guys wanna yap and run your mouth in the text chat. You guys won't come see me in the VC. If it's on the weekend, I'll be there, but I do be kind of starstruck to be talking to my favorite OP YouTuber. Yo, I'm nobody, man. What do you mean, dude? All right, chat. I'm getting real sleepy. I want you guys to have a beautiful morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. God bless you guys. I actually watched Avatar for the first time, the movies. I watched Avatar 1 with my wife. It's actually pretty cool. I would not say it's the best movie I ever watched. I do not think it should be the most sold movie of all time. It's a pretty good movie, but I can name movies that I think are better. Like I think Star Wars is like cooler. Matrix is better. But I have to watch I have to watch Avatar 2, and then we're gonna go watch Avatar 3 in theaters. Gonna watch Avatar 3. I have no idea what happens in Avatar 2. I've only seen Avatar 1. Do you support James Cameron? I have no idea who that is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When I watch movies, I'm not sitting there like, oh look, that's that one actor, Stephen Cabal. Like, bro, I just want to. When I turn the movie on, is the plot good? Does the plot make any sense? Is the main character like a brainlet? Is the foreshadowing cringe? Like, I care about the narrative. I don't care about like the actors and like, oh, isn't that one actor married to this other guy? Bro, I literally couldn't care less. Legendary director of Titanic. See, I never watched Titanic because I'm not a boomer. I'm not a boomer, dude. A big no with the 400. God bless, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. Avatar 2 and 3 are the same as 1. What do you mean that they're the same as 1? What does that mean? The same what? Like the same narrative? The same planet? Like, what do you mean they're the same? Foreskinning. Just look at the cover and the poster for the movie Avatar. Best and worst characters of the year for you, Zebek and Garling. Yeah, Zebek might be one of the better ones. I don't know. Harold might be one of the worst, man. Dude is one of the legendary directors of all time. As evidence, he has 4 out of 5 movies in top grossing films of all time. He made Terminator 1 and 2 and Aliens 2. God bless Deontay. You'll understand when you watch them. Avatar 2 and 3 are the same as 1. You'll understand when you watch them. I'm assuming that like Avatar 2 is going to be like a whole big war, and then Avatar 3 is going to be like a whole big war. It's like, I mean, like, as I was watching Avatar 1 for the first time, it had such obvious writing, like all the cliches that you see in every single movie. Like, the character works for this one team, and the one team has to approach the other side. The main character goes to the other group of people, and he's like, oh, I really like you guys. You guys are nice people. Main character goes back to his original side, his original team. Hey, I don't think we should treat the other guys like that. Very mean. Other guys have value. Other guys good people. Then, like, he goes back to the other side, and he's like, I help you guys. I save you guys. I hate my people. Then he goes to the rock bottom. He goes into the abyss. Everyone hates him. His original team doesn't like him. The other side doesn't like him. It's like all these cliches that you see in like every single movie and TV shows, like over and over and over. Folks calling you a colonizer? How am I a colonizer? Also, hasn't every country colonized somebody? I'm pretty sure like every group of people has colonized someone. What's next for Avatar? A win chapter? There's no trope that's original anymore. It's how the story is executed with those tropes that makes it a masterpiece or not. Bro, I'm not going to lie, man. I feel like a lot of movies are just reskins of the same thing. Like you could take two movies and you just change the names of the main characters and you like change the scenery of where they live. And then it's pretty much the same movie. That's how I feel when I watch a lot of shows and movies. It's like the same thing. It's like, you got Call of Duty and you got Battlefield. Okay, it's the same thing, dude. You just reskin the guns and call the guns like something else. It's really just the same thing. JJ, God bless, bro. And thank you so much, Abigna. Thank you. Shout out to Abigna for the super. Evil's on the Sky People side? I don't know, bro. The Sky People, they were launching it. They were pretty much trying to genocide the planet. They were destroying the Na'vi's home. That was pretty messed up. I walked into the gospel, no ideas original. The Matrix will always be a masterpiece. That's so true. Matrix is one of the greatest movies ever. There's a reason why the Matrix and its lingo and stuff like that has made it into pop culture. It's because it's that good of a movie. It's that good of a series. Is there an Xmas stream? I don't know what we would do. Do you guys want to have an open mic? Xmas stream? Christmas stream? Spielberg over Cameron? Bro, I don't even keep up with them, man. I'm not gonna lie. Would listening to the Bible in audio version be the same as reading the Bible? I mean, I guess so. Like if you're absorbing it all, that's what matters most, you know. Someone could read the Bible and absorb nothing. So does it really matter that they read the Bible then? Like if someone speed reads a book and they absorb nothing, like can they really say they read the book? I think like that's the core of it, you know. So if you're using the Bible audio only, you got to make sure you're absorbing it. You got to make sure you know what you can understand and listen and focus on what's going on, right? You should be able to explain like each chapter to someone, right? You should be able to digest it. If you can, then it doesn't really matter if you're reading it or listening. And see, like, that's the thing, right? Some people, they speed read things, but then they absorb none of it. Like, this is infamous in the One Piece community. You will have people that speed read One Piece, they speed run One Piece, and then you have a conversation with them, and then you realize they have no idea what they're talking about. But people also do that with other things as well. If anyone has a link for the Bible audiobook, share it, need it for a friend. You could find a lot of the books on YouTube. So you could type in like Book of Genesis audiobook or the Gospel of John audiobook. Or you can get the Bible app, which is free. And there will be like a little play button. Like when you're in the Bible and you're like reading it, there's like a play button at the bottom middle. If you press it, it has a speaker reading the Bible for you. But if you guys are trying to get your way into the Bible, if you guys are like new to the faith and stuff like that, you guys haven't read the Bible before, I would suggest that you guys start with the Gospel of John. Because if you start with the Gospel of John, you are immediately being presented Jesus, how he carried himself, what he taught, what he said. I think that's a pretty good place to start. And specifically the Gospel of John, because every single chapter of the Gospel of John points to Christ's divinity and or the Holy Trinity. So, yeah, I think the Gospel of John's a pretty cool place to start. Bro, you should download the old Matrix game, Path of Neo, if you ever get a chance. Bro, I remember me and my cousins at like the age of 12 or 13, we had like a Matrix game. I don't remember if it was for the PS2 or GameCube. It was for some console. We had the Matrix game. I like faintly remember it. All right, chat. Any more questions? Any more comments, questions, theories, concerns, chat? Anything else? We're gonna have to set up an open mic stream. Guys, I think we're gonna try a Twitter space again. We're gonna try a Twitter space for the next open mic. I think we're gonna try it one more time. What we're gonna do, chat, we're gonna use my phone as the Twitter space. We're not gonna use the Twitter space from the laptop. I think that was the issue. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up here. Everybody, thank you so much for coming to the stream. God bless each and every one of you. Have a beautiful morning, day, or night, wherever you guys are. Chat, keep growing. Keep taking care of yourself. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are gorgeous. You guys are strong. Keep learning, chat. Keep growing closer to God. Exercising. Do healthy things, chat. Read better. Quit unhealthy habits and lifestyles. Love you guys tremendously. Peace.